this is more of a question for like an advice for musicians, but how can musicians use social media as a tool for growing or gaining new followers?
Oh, social media, social words. Social media is an amazing tool. I hate it and I love it. It's a love-hate relationship for sure. Because you can go viral like that. I mean, you just never know. I think the biggest thing with social media that I've learned recently, because I used to just not post that often or time to post, it's consistency. If you're consistent, like the algorithm will like see that. And it's a lot of algorithms and it's a lot of shit that sometimes is very like it just seems very unfair. But if you really just like anything are strategic about it and you take it seriously, when I started posting more and more on TikTok, like I've actually fallen back a little. I need to get back on it. But when I was starting to post more and more, and then posting my Instagram and posting on my YouTube, like it was starting to gain a lot more following, and it's just people want to. I think our generation, it's that instant gratification. Like people want instant gratification. It's like, I want to hear you right now, and then I want to see your next thing right now. If you keep them waiting for too long, people lose interest. Like, so social media keeps you, even if it's a 1 minute clip of you just talking about a project or doing something, like it keeps people interested in what you're doing. Like I feel like especially during the pandemic, we're all nosy and just want to know what everyone else is doing with their life because we're bored.
Yeah.
What are you making for dinner?
Right, right.
Jerk chicken again.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a lot of you like you have to play the game. Like it's not like if you're trying to get to that next level, whatever that next level is, or you're trying to gain that notoriety, you're trying to.
Well, it helps build
spread.
When you build consistency over social media. You're really just being consistent with yourself. So
Yeah,
like
it
forces me to be more creative and come up with different ways to like, okay, how do I approach this? Or if my YouTube videos, if I start filming, how can I make each one better? How can I do better at this? And when you look at it like that, that's how people think. People think it's like overnight success, which for some people it is. They go viral, but even then it's not overnight because it's been months and years of preparation and work and to get there. And I think like that's what a lot of people are just like, man, like you just blew up overnight. No one sees all the hard work and like the shows where there was 2 people, and like nobody sees the nights where you like cry yourself to sleep because you're just like, am I gonna make it as an artist? And like you're like rethinking your whole life. Like people don't see those things. They just see the like glamour of like you did it and like, oh man, you're on yachts and doing this stuff, cool. Like there's a lot that goes into it. And so I feel like I'm finally at a point where I'm prepared enough mentally to go into the game. Because music is like, it's an industry. And just like anything else, there's going to be like, your problems don't get smaller because you have money. They get bigger. And then you just have to deal with bigger stressors. So you got to learn how to handle the little stuff and like really do well with that before you jolt yourself into something else. Or else that's, I think, how people like not fail, but like get overwhelmed in it because they weren't prepared for a lot of the stuff that comes with it.
Yeah, and developing that work ethic early is going to be beneficial for them in the future.
And being good with yourself to know that like people are constantly going to want more of you. You know, like Frank Ocean didn't drop some people like, we need Frank Ocean stuff. Like you've got to realize that people are going to expect more from you. They're going to want things from you, and you've got to really be cool with you. If you're not cool with yourself, like when you go into that, I think that's when people have a hard time.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm working on, like, the biggest thing is, like, I know it's so fucking cheesy, but they're like, you gotta love yourself first. It's true, though.
It is
like,
true, yeah.
So, and I think as we get older, we realize that, like, oh, shit, like, yeah, I should probably really focus on being cool with me so that when I go out and start doing things, I don't care what other people are gonna say. Because, like, people are gonna say really mean shit online.
Yep.
The internet is not a safe place.
No, it's not.
It's really, really rough. Like, and then people, I know I've had it happen where you have 40 great comments, but you have one that stands out that's just like, you're fucking lame. And you're just like...
And then you focus on the one.
Yeah, and you focus. So it's hard to just like be like, you know what? Not everyone's going to like me. I think the biggest thing, I had tweeted about it, is I posted on Twitter that like somebody told me at my old work, I used to work at Zappos. I was slinging them shoes and belts and purse and whatever else. And we were talking about John Legend, and they were like, he can't sing. He's horrible. I'm like, excuse me? And I'm just like, it just goes to show that like you could be fucking great. Other people could think you're amazing. There's still gonna be people that are like, you're ain't shit. I'm like, okay. You have to let people be entitled to their opinions and just like not let it like get to you. It's like all got to be water off a duck's back. So, and I struggle with that. I used to be a people pleaser so bad. I wanted everyone to like me, and I'm just like, all right, this is what I think when you get older, you're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like, this is either who you got, or I don't know what else to give you.
Yeah, it doesn't get you anywhere
I'm
emotionally.
awkward,
Yeah.
and I'm loud and goofy, and like, if you're not cool with that, then that's cool. Keep stepping.
Yeah, it doesn't get you anywhere emotionally,
No.
you know, because you have to constantly have that bucket filled.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially too, you know, I mean, I have no problem talking about it, but being a plus size singer and rapper, especially in like the industry, and like the only other person really is Lizzo, and like there's not a lot of people to look up to that, you know, do that. It's hard because growing up, I didn't think that I could, because like when you don't see people that are like you, you're just like, you know, I don't know. The representation means a lot for everybody, every culture, every, you know, body shape, everything. So like, I had to be very comfortable with like, yeah, there's things I want to change, but like, if I can be really just comfortable with myself and show that like, if you're talented and you want to do something, just fucking do it. Don't care what other people say, because those little things will stop you. And then there's somebody out there with less talent who's going to make it because they believe in themselves more. And like, I just had to be like, you know what? I'm just going to go for this shit.
Jam.